dreadful. This is our session 0, where we're going to establish the characters going on an adventure with us for the Midsummer Scream live panel tomorrow! The day after tomorrow, but tomorrow when you're seeing this. We are going to be playing a variant of the role-playing game Dread. In Dread, you have a stacked tower. We don't have the tower with us today, but we are going to have it on Saturday. And on that day, we will not be the ones pulling blocks from this tower. The audience will. So this is a variation from the traditional game of Dread. We have also decided to add some rolling. So we will have a handful of stats that relate to your boldness, your buffness, your braininess, and your brightness. Each of our characters have strengths in one of these and weaknesses in the others. And they will be rolling d20s to determine whether or not actions are successful. For us, the mechanic of the Dread Tower, or as we'll be calling it later, the Water Tower, the implications of this tower are pulls will be happening for actions that are relevant to the plot or that might drive it forward or might unveil pieces of the horrific mystery about to unfold. As I was just describing it to my lovely players here, for us, the tower is a sword dangling over a rope. And each pulled block is going to be that sword lowering just a little closer to that rope. When the tower falls, the rope is cut, and that is the thread of fate, and somebody will die. So, welcome to the most dreadful feeling there ever was. Your lives literally hang in the balance, and they will be in the hands of fate, which on Saturday will be the hands of our helpful audience. I would like to introduce our cast of friends. We are in Santa Clarita, the spookiest city on Earth. And here, 4 childhood friends have reunited after a couple of years apart. They grew up together. They all went to, well, most of them went to elementary school together, high school together. One joined a little later. And they banded together in a kind of unlikely and quirky band of friends known as the Trail Mix. Technically, the Trail Mix 6. What happened to the other 2? I guess you'll find out. But in the meantime, I'd like to introduce the 4 that will be joining us here today. And I'm going to start with the order that I have them on my little handy-dandy cheat sheet. Sicily, please.
Hi.
Yourself.
I'm Sicily, like the Isle, and my favorite color is pink, and I think if I were to travel somewhere new, it would be Croatia. Do I need to say anything else?
Tell us a little bit about who you were when you and your friends, the Trail Mix, were last together.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I haven't seen them since like senior year of high school. We had kind of one last big job. We were sort of local ghost hunters, or supernatural investigators, whatever you want to call it or brand it. And yeah, we tried to find out one last ghosty thing, but it turned out to just be the twins playing a prank on us. It was a very sweaty prom night.
More on that later, I think. Next up, Nev.
Hey man, what's up? Name's Nev. You know, it's Josh, Nev Arc, but you know, most people call me Nev. I live in a van. I travel a lot. I gotta keep on my toes. Because I travel a lot, I don't know where I would go. You know, I haven't actually been to the East Coast. I mostly stay on the West Coast, and I haven't seen the Trail Mix 6 in a hot second. So that'll be interesting, I think.
Who were you when you were last with them?
I was Nev, but I also wasn't, if that makes sense. You know, because Nev has grown into present, and I feel more comfortable with Nev right now than I did then, and I think they may recognize that, but also they may not, and that's okay. And that's okay.
Sounds like whatever edibles you have today are working for you.
Yeah.
Evie, could you please introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Evie. Daughter mechanic, resident fighter. Constant lookout of the group. Haven't been home in like 2 years-ish. I always try not to come home. Memories and all that. Yeah, always the fighter, never the fightee, I guess. I don't know. I got all their backs no matter what, though.
You finish fights, you don't start them.
Exactly.
But who were you in high school? Who's the last person they knew?
I was kind of always the quiet one, always the one in the back, making sure things always go out as planned, making sure everyone's being nice to all of my friends. But I actually brought Andy into the group. Friends since chemistry. I hated, finding actual answers online. So why not have kind of the smartest person I know just help me out?
Your own personal resource book. Speaking of, Andy, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Andrew O'Neill, but everyone calls me Andy. How do I describe myself? Kind of the geek of the group. I know a lot of things, and I talk about things a little too much sometimes, and then I get quiet because I think I've talked too much, and I'm doing it again on it. Anyway, the person I used to be when everyone sort of knew me previously, is kind of a lot of the same, really. I haven't changed too much since then. I've kind of just grown a little more confident in myself, I guess, as I've kind of had to. I've missed having everyone else around, so it's kind of just been me by myself, and so I guess I've grown in my confidence a little bit. I hope so. That's me.
Who were you in high school?
Well, just, who was I in high school? Well, I was just, the like I said, the kind of geek who kind of knew things, the one who got bullied a lot. Yeah, a lot. But it's okay because I had friends to help me out of tough situations. Because I'm not a fighter. I know things. I don't fight people. I'm not good at that. But my friends would always help me out of tough situations. Particularly Evie, who has known me the longest and introduced me to her friends, and then we all became friends. And it's just, yeah, I can always rely on them for help. So that's who I was, but I guess I rely on them a little less now.
I think we're about to find out. So, of these four friends, for our purposes, we have Sicily, the bold, Nev, the brainy, Evie, the buff, and Andy, the bright. And these are, for folks who have played a lot of tabletop games, role-playing games, these are going to feel very familiar as we go through them, hopefully. Boldness being representative of bravery, charisma, initiative. Brainy being intelligence, history, and knowledge. Buff is strength, constitution, intimidation. And bright, dexterity, observation, intuition. So the act of noticing more than knowing. And these four friends each will find in themselves their strengths in one of these four characteristics, and hopefully together we'll see how the trail mix tastes as they tackle their first adventure together in a very long time. So it's summer in Santa Clarita. It is hot. It is unbearably hot. As the internet is wont to remind you, it is the hottest summer you've ever experienced yet, and the coldest you will ever experience again. Thanks, global warming. So there's already a dread in the air, in the atmosphere, in the environment of the world. The world is ending, temperatures are rising, aliens are arriving. You know, on a day when the government is announcing that, yeah, aliens are probably real, why not ghosts? You all believed in ghosts anyway. Not that you ever really found a real ghost. There was, of course, the now infamous water tower incident on prom night when the other two, the twins, lured you all to the water tower, promising one last ghost hunt, that a ghost had been reported. And it's true. When you arrived at the edge of the town where the water tower stood, you saw silhouetted and glowing in the darkness the figure of a person. And while you didn't see the twins around, you couldn't resist climbing up. You had to climb up because you guys were the trail mix, and the twins would forgive you if they were late. Like, you had to go catch that ghost. So in prom dresses and suits, maybe a pantsuit here or there, depending on what folks chose to wear, you scaled the water tower, drenching with sweat in an already warm spring day, or evening rather. And when you got to the top, much to your dismay, you discovered that the glowing silhouette was in fact glow-in-the-dark paint, and it was in fact graffiti on the tower, tagged simply the twins. You still snapped a photo, all of the four of you at least, there together, pranked by what used to be two of your nearest and dearest friends, so they'd been drifting further and further away from you as senior year crept on. Snapped a photo, and it's the last photo you all have of you together because, of course, the cops were called, and in the flash of blue and red lights and the sound of sirens, you scaled back down the water tower faster than any of you have ever moved in your entire lives, and thank goodness, between the deceit of Sicily, swearing that she hadn't been up at the tower, but she saw the hooligans run the other way, you all managed to make it away. Evie helping boost all of you, really, up over fences. Nev's lucky knowledge of the local city streets, helping find you the fastest route around the cops and back to your getaway car, which Andy drove, being the most responsible out of all of you, to get you all back to prom. You hadn't missed too much, but you were a bit bedraggled. And that's the last night you all spent together. Dancing, sweating, smiling, laughing. Of course, you saw each other at graduation. You went to one another's parties, but the drifting had already begun. And in the last couple of years, you're now finished with your sophomore year of college. Two of you managed to go to the same place, LSU, one of you to USC, and gosh knows where Nev has been. He says he's gone to multiple schools, but who really knows? Could all be on the internet, could all be a lie. And yet, at long last, you have a reason to come back together. And that reason was a phone call from Sicily. Sicily, who did you call first?
Nev, obviously. So if I get Nev in, the other two will follow. Come on!
What'd you say?
Ring, ring. Ring, ring, it's happening.
You got Nev.
Hi, are you sitting in your van right now? I know you are. You just hit your thing. But I have a surprise.
Surprise.
Open your email.
It's open. It's always open.
All right. See it.
Oh, I didn't refresh. My bad. What's this?
A location to meet me at. And not just me. The whole trail mix.
You got the whole mix?
We're getting the whole mix. You know, you got to start with the nuts. You get the M&Ms, the cashews, the rest will follow.
I do like cashews.
That's you. You're the cashew.
Well,
I mean, I guess if you like yourself,
that's-
that's very positive. I'm happy
That's
for
why.
you.
That's why I always said I was cashews, because I like cashews.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Listen, are you free? Like, can you come? I have a really great plan for us.
Uh,
A little vacation.
yeah. So the date. Now I'm free.
What just
Uh-huh.
what just
Don't worry
happened?
about it. Don't
What
worry
did you-
about it.
Oh
Don't worry
god.
about it.
Are there government secrets that have been leaked? Is there anything problematic I should know
No.
about? What
No,
just
not-
happened?
Not today. Don't. No.
Okay.
I'll be there. I have the coordinates.
Great. I'm gonna loop you in. Hi, Evie. So great to
Oh.
hear from you. I did call you.
You called me.
I
Yeah.
did call you. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I have Nev on the line, and we just had this great idea together to get the gang back together. Little vacation, little fun.
Yeah.
Um,
I
Andy
wasn't
already
on
said
this.
he's coming.
Nev, you're going? Like, for sure?
Yeah. Both our ideas. We have a locale, and
Leave a locale.
oh,
Mhm.
my schedule is
Yeah.
clear.
Andy
Yeah.
said he's in. All we're
I know
waiting on
Andy's
is
schedule is
you.
clear.
Do you, like, keep track of his schedule? Is that what's going on?
I mean, it's not hard.
It's true.
Wait, do you have a calendar for all of us?
Calendar's
Too long a pause. Okay,
okay.
Evie, what do you say?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Why not?
Okay, I'm gonna loop you in. Hey, Andy, how are you?
Hello?
Hi,
What?
it's Sicily, your old friend, like the aisle.
Hi. I haven't heard from you in like forever. How are you?
I know. I'm great. Just doing the USC thing. How are you? You're at LSU with Evie, right? I actually have Evie and Nev on the line right now. They all wanted to invite you to a special get together we're doing.
Wait, so it's not just you?
We're all here. Hey, say hi, guys.
Oh.
Andy, it's
Hey,
all of
Andy.
us together.
Okay. There are a lot
Well-
of people I haven't seen in forever. Hi. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Wow, this feels nostalgic. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was really sad when we couldn't get together last summer. You know, like we all said, let's do something, but we never nailed anything down.
Yeah.
I was busy.
I have an incredible opportunity for us to take a vacation to the deep woods of North Carolina. Guys, are you ready?
I mean, is everyone else in? Because I can
Oh, I'm
like
in.
check my schedule. I don't know. Let me.
Oh, Nev said you're
Andy.
free.
Yeah, Andy, your schedule's clear.
How do you know that?
I mean, Andy, come on. Google Docs.
You've been
How do you
hacking
do
into
that?
my Google
Yeah.
Calendar again.
It's
I
not
told you
even
stop doing
hacking.
study
that.
anyway.
Vertivale. The sign is in
I-
cursive, so you know it's a nice spot.
Hi, I guess I am free then.
Right. I have a car coming to pick you guys up tomorrow. We leave then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have my van.
I know. You're good.
Can I bring my van?
Yes. No,
Oh,
please
okay,
do.
okay.
I'm sorry. That was to Andy and Evelyn. I should have been more clear.
Cool.
Evie, excuse me. I was just reading. That was a Beverlee moment. Yeah, I have a really great, very cool vacation for us. So,
Relaxing.
but pack something you can move in. You know, that you can like do some things in.
Uh-huh.
I don't like that.
Mhm.
Sicily, you wanna give us a little bit more details on that? Feels like you're being a little light on the details there.
We're going hiking.
Yeah, we're going hiking, but like inside a house, maybe.
We all know Sicily doesn't hike. Wait inside of a house?
What kind of house are we
Like a
talking
vacation
here?
house. You know, there's gonna be stairs. Bring something you can move in. Okay. See you then.
Okay.
I hang up.
Do the rest of you stay on the line?
That was weird. Don't you guys think it's a little strange that they were a little light on the details there?
Nev, check her schedule.
On it.
Do you
Oh my
just
God.
have access
You
to
see-
everyone's Google
worry about it.
calendars?
You see a Google Calendar event that says, big job, big opportunity in all caps.
Big job, big opportunity, all caps. It's
says-
like big and it's in pink and it covers the whole.
Pink was always our color.
Yeah.
Nev.
Hmm.
Roll me Brainy.
Ooh.
Let's get some rolling in here. You
Okay, it's
Yeah.
a game. Okay.
All right, Brainy.
let's roll. Come on.
All right, first roll. Ooh. 18 plus.
Plus
where's my
5.
plus 5.
You Brainy.
I'm Brainy.
Smart.
So not only do you
Amazing.
hack her Google Calendar, you
Uh-huh.
hack her straight up email.
Yeah, I do.
And you find one of the last exchanges she had was with a Mia M.N. at, ymail.com, whatever. I'm sure that's someone's real email. Please don't actually email it.
This is not
It's
interactive.
part of the game,
Please don't
no.
email anyone.
Let's geocache with real emails. And you find that Sicily's been corresponding with a woman named Mia McNeil, who lives in Vertivale, North Carolina, and has reached out to Sicily regarding her new business venture. Cicely, are you calling this by any particular title at this moment? Your new venture?
My idea.
Hmm.
I haven't thought of a name yet. But it's sort of like from haunt to flaunt, from scream to dream. Do you want me to say what it is?
No. I'm just thinking, what would be the working title? Probably from haunt to flaunt as the
De-haunting services.
De-haunting. There you go. Straight up to the point. So
She's working on the
de-haunting
branding.
is the subject line of the email. And as you read through it, you discover that this woman is in the process of renovating her family home with her brother, Michael. And in doing so, they have discovered what they believe is a haunting. Her mother very recently passed away, but also their father died in the home when they were children. So she's rather hopeful that the ghost might be one of her parents. And is interested, though, in not only making contact with whatever spirit it may be, but also hopefully then encouraging them to pass on and move on, as it were, as it is her hope to turn this house into an Airbnb. And she doesn't really want the ghost of her mother hanging around while she's running a business out of the family home. This is the business venture. De-hauntifying the McNeil family home.
He kind of whispers to himself, "Oh, this makes a lot more sense now." And I'm intrigued.
What you
Guys, 3 words.
What?
Fun, spooky, business.
I like 2 of those words.
Fun and spooky.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's Sicily, so like it could be anything, but
That's very true.
Like, for all we know, it could be like a jewelry making business. It's like
exactly. But
Mhm.
seems like I'm invested. This could be huge
So-
for my liminal space portfolio, is all I'm saying.
So are we like actually doing this?
I mean, are you? Do you think it's a good idea?
I mean, you guys know wherever you go, I'll follow.
It's actually really sweet, Evie.
Okay, you know what? Shut up.
I'm working on being more like in touch with my. Okay, I'm there. You're there, Andy.
I mean, I guess if you guys are going, I'm going. I guess my schedule is clear. Apparently,
Honestly,
I'll go,
it's
You know what? I'll go on one condition.
Yeah.
Stop looking at my Google Calendar, Nev. Stop it. That's my one condition.
It's gone. I deleted it.
Okay. Wait, you deleted my Google Calendar? I had appointments in there. I needed that.
Let me get it back. I know how to get it back.
You can
There you
do
go.
that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's back. Okay.
There you go.
Just don't stop looking at it. Don't.
Okay.
That's all I have to. Don't delete it. Don't do anything to it. Just stop looking at it.
I'll forget the password.
Okay.
I'll try.
I'm changing it right now.
Okay.
Something tells me that won't help, but it'll work for a little bit.
I mean,
Well then, I guess I'll see you guys in a few days.
Yeah. Nice to have the trail mix back together, huh?
Trail Mix
That's
6.
a little surreal.
Are we still the Trail Mix 6?
Yo,
Yeah.
I swear if the twins show up, swear. But we'll talk about this later.
well,
And she's gonna
yeah.
hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you guys in a couple days then, huh? I mean,
Yeah.
Evie, I'll see you around campus anyway. But yeah, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I'll see you guys in a few days. She's just gonna hang out.
I'm driving. I'm already on my way. Bye, guys. Clicks out.
So, Nev, I imagine you arrived there earlier than everyone else.
I also think the car that picks them up is Sicily.
That's where I was gonna go with that. But
Just checking.
alternatively, depending on your other activities, Nev, if you'd like, you can be held up enough to the point where you manage, by sheer coincidence of fate, to all arrive at the same rest stop right before you reach North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I think, the case of where you were already parked and, making use of the rest area to, hack into somebody else's email. What do you need the bathrooms for? You have your truck. Your van, excuse me.
Yeah.
And of course, Sicily, as you are rolling up with, I assume, Evie and Shotgun and Andy in the back with all of your luggage.
Sounds about right.
You would, of course, recognize Nev's van by the what painted all over the side of it?
So glad you asked. Classic van, and it's sort of like black, but then it goes into like silver, and then there's just like an alien, like a little green man alien, but then right next to that is like the most weird like tentacle alien, and then in between them is a Pegasus, and it's like flying out like this, and that's just on one side. The other side I would explain to you, but I don't think you'd be able to comprehend what's going on.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah.
So Sicily, you roll up to the Pegasus side of the van, at a rest stop, right? I know geography. I usually drive at it through the other direction, though, so hang on a quick second while I figure out which state is directly to the left of North Carolina, a state where I lived for 3 years. Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
I usually came at it from the Georgia end, okay? Used to going through South Carolina. Anyway, you're in the last rest stop in Tennessee, right at the border. Bang on side.
I just lay on my horn. And I'm like, oh my god, you guys, he's here. And then I like crawl out of the driver's side window and I go, get out here, you nut!
Why do you crawl?
And then I, like I don't open the door, I get out the window and I'm like on the roof. You understand? And then I brush myself off and I get out and I'm doing one of these. Waiting for him to come outside.
So Sicily is dancing like a small Pomeranian outside of your van.
Correct.
On the window there is a curtain, and you sort of see it like shuffle a little bit, and then like another 2 minutes pass, and then the
My arms crossed. I'm like, okay, this is rude. It's hot out here.
and then the door opens, and if you look in the van, it's just dark with like a bunch of green lights. And
It goes deeper than it should.
yeah, it's bigger on the inside, and just a little bit of smoke comes out of the door.
Oh
And-
my god.
You
Oh
step
my God.
out. He steps out, and I had to make sure you weren't someone else.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I missed you too.
I missed you too. Too.
The whole gang's here. I can't believe we like coincided. This is crazy. It's like an Indiana
Guys.
Jones ...
And Goonies.
I've never watched that one.
It's really old.
Is that the baseball one or the finger in a blender one?
No, it's the pirate one. I have it on file. We'll watch it sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you staying in the car?
I'll get out.
Yeah, I think Andy kind of like being in the back would just like be
Look,
fighting his
shut it.
way through all of like the luggage, and will just like the back of the car just like opens and he just like falls out, just like which is like sheepishly just make his way over, hoping no one saw that, knowing full well that Evie probably saw that.
Zero eye contact. It's like as soon as that happened, she went
Mhm.
just immediately
Oh.
looked away.
I'll just kind of just
Deniability.
walk over. She's like, "Is this the same van? How is this thing still running?"
What, this baby? Boom, boom.
Yeah, that thing was barely running back in high school. How is it
I
still
know.
running now?
Yeah, no, old Stevie Nicks, she she really runs good. I know a guy, and then another guy. I know a lot of guys, and but I'll tell you what, getting across multiple borders was not easy.
Yeah, I see your license plate just has no state.
Yeah, that just happened, so it's a work in progress, but
Cool.
we'll do
Uh-huh.
our thing, and then you know, when I get back to it, I know another guy for that. Actually, it's a girl, but yeah.
You know a lot of people.
Well, actually, I don't know them. It's more like I have a username and a location. We leave it there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so these are
Yeah.
like strangers you've met online.
Aren't we all strangers, Andy?
Speaking of strangers I've met online, I did.
I don't like
lure
that
you
segue.
here
I don't like that segue, but
under
okay.
false pretenses. And I just wanted to prepare you a little bit. This is more of a working vacation. We are gonna de-haunt a home. And this time it's a real haunting. Okay. It's not some graffiti. It's not some kids having, makeout sessions in the woods like it was the other time. This one's a real ghost.
They weren't just making out.
What?
Oh god.
They weren't just
God,
making
no.
out,
Nev,
guys.
Nev,
You
come
remember?
on.
I know. That was for Andy.
Oh,
Sorry.
gross. Ugh.
Some people kissed. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. I have $1 million idea, you guys. I've been spending 2 years in business school, and one thing that's a vacuum in the market is flipping houses, but flipping haunted houses has a higher price point. And we have our first customer trying to turn their old family home into a B&B, which, whatever. Capitalism will consume us all, but, why not turn those wheels while we can?
I love how hard you're girl bossing right now.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
Feel powerful. So if we get there and there's like a person there who's gonna ask us questions, I'm not sure if they're meeting us there or not. I sort of have instructions on how to get in, I think. But yeah, there might be a ghost.
Okay. How, like, on a scale of, like, 1 to 100, how sure are you that it's, like, real this time?
Yeah, do I get to say I told you so if it's not?
I mean, for sure you get to say that. I am hoping it's real because this would be a really great reference for us to give to other people.
Or like
Right.
a continuing job.
No, we could talk about it later. But I just wanted to come clean.
Uh-huh. And you
How have
couldn't...
your studies been going?
So, like, why didn't you tell us that, like, before we got here? Do you think we wouldn't come?
I just know that you can be worried or scared. And I thought this would make the transition easier. And it is going to be a fun vacation.
Well, I mean, I was just looking forward to seeing you guys. So, I mean...
And that's the best part. Also, you each get
Yeah.
$100.
What?
Cash?
Yeah, there's money.
Oh, wow. Oh, right. Okay.
Did I not say that? Oh,
No, that's not. You didn't include
again,
that.
I went to business school, not volunteer school. So
Is that a thing? I don't think volunteer school is a thing because, like,
I don't
there's
know, is that
business
a
school
thing?
and
It
then there's-
is.
Yeah,
What?
no,
It
it
is.
has a degree in it.
okay.
I mean, yeah, if you want to talk about that one. But is this cash we're talking about?
It is
Ventro.
Trying to make a fake Venmo real quick.
Ventro?
Ventro.
It is a Ventro system.
Ventro.
You know, it's that new
Is that
I can make
bad?
that work.
business app where you start your business and then you can accept payments for it. It's your new venture. So it's
That's
Yeah,
really
see here,
good,
I have
actually.
it as name pending. Which, by the way, if you have any ideas for a name for this kind of thing, that would be great. Because all the other ones are bad, like Ghost Facers, the Winchesters. It's just not good. No,
I mean-
no style.
Yeah, they
We
turned
could
it
just
into a
go-
show, and yeah.
We could just go with what we used to call ourselves back in high school, trail mix. That
Like
works.
6.
I'm
Again, yeah.
It's a great descriptor of what we do, but we'll workshop it. Workshop it.
yeah.
Nev lifts up his shirt and shows like a 6 tattoo.
Yo.
You did it?
Yeah, I said I was.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. It also looks like a 9, but I mean, we're not the trail mix 9. You understand?
We are not. That is true.
No, we could be if this becomes a thing. Build franchise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
All
We
right.
should probably focus on not getting too far ahead on this. Should probably do this first. You know.
Positive thinking will drive us forward.
Exactly. Yeah.
I guess I'm just happy to be here, but like, I'm mostly just here to see you guys. The $100 is more, I guess, gas money, but
You
I
need
don't
more
know.
than just gas money for that van. I'm just saying.
you have no idea the amount of liquids in there is not just gas, and you know that.
What?
Yeah.
So
How many? How many liquids? You
Guys.
said it like it was so many.
how many
What does
times
that
have I
mean?
told you? How many times have I told you? The less questions you ask me, the happier you will be.
You're right. You're right.
We've gone over this.
Asked and answered, counselor. I want to not be liable.
Yeah.
So you
But
find
Evie knows. Evie knows. I've told Evie, so.
I got you. You really just need
Yeah.
to
Car
pull
stuff.
up into the garage
Car
one day.
bond.
Yeah. A lot of car stuff.
all find yourselves falling into habits. It's the oldies of friendship again. You all know who you are, and when you're together, you know exactly where you fall in this group. And the friendship is there. It's like 2 years hasn't passed at all. You can look around, you can see that everybody's a little more grown up. You've all hit that phase where everybody thinks you hit your biggest growth spurts in high school, and in some ways that's true. But in the years following, there's a defining of self that starts to happen, and you all are at the precipice of that, where you're really genuinely moving out of childhood and into adulthood. Being sophomores, you're all on the edge of 20. Some of you, since it is summer, might already be there. But you all spend some time at this little stop right on the border, make use of facilities, get some candy bars out of the machines, get a soda, refresh for the road. And then you, together, in a tiny parade of two, led by the Pegasus van, Stevie Nicks, as it were, you all make your way into Verdevale, North Carolina. A tiny, well, not that small, big enough to have tourist trade, but it's up in the mountains. It's close to where all the other little kind of touristy mountain towns are. It's got, little shops selling wicker chairs and jams and jellies as you drive towards the shaded glen home of the McNeils. It is a beautiful old, not quite Victorian, but just a little after family home. In the more, the way that the other homes you've passed on the way up have seemed kind of more rural in the aesthetic, this seems to have belonged to probably one of the more prosperous families of the area. It's a little nicer, a little more refined, and you can see why the siblings might be wanting to turn this into a vacation stop in the beautiful wooded mountains of North Carolina. When you pull up a hilly, graveled driveway, the van, of course, kicks up a whole lot of dirt. And you see that there's actually a couple of people just about to exit the home. And they are a taller, not wildly tall, 5'11"-ish, kind of what might have been a high school athlete, definitely gone to seed at this point, in his 30s, hasn't really kept up with the workouts. Kind of an old footballer build, curly dark red hair, a man you assume to be Michael, and someone who seems to be locking the door as they're making their way off the porch, is a much shorter than him, but average height woman, a little rounder build, kind of pear-shaped, strawberry blonde, but like short, cute pixie cut, which Sicily, you assume from the little profile, and Nev from both seeing the emails, you assume from the profile picture this to be Mia. And they are seemingly making their way off the front porch as you all arrive.
I speed the car so that I can get out, and I just run up there and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Sicily. We spoke over email," and I put out my hand for a handshake.
And she reaches out to shake your hand. Well, hey, we were just locking up. I know I'd given you the code for the key box, but I guess hang on, I'll just get it to you. And she goes, and she already has on the door one of those wonderful little coded key boxes. She plugs in a couple of numbers, opens it up, pulls out a key, and hands it to you, and says, "Well, hey, so I guess this is your team."
Yes, I turn around. What's everyone doing?
I'm just awkwardly waving. Just being the classic awkward nerd, just don't know how to interact with people, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm leaned up against my van.
Great. Smoking still?
No, when was I ever smoking, guys?
Excuse
I've
me.
just been chewing on my licorice. I've just been chewing on my licorice, and I'm wearing sunglasses, and I'm just sort of staring.
Andy probably sees that happening, and will just try and kind of match, trying to just seem cool as well.
Evie's just outside of Sicily's car, just arms crossed, very Doberman vibes.
Yeah, they're very professional.
I mean, they seem like it. So yeah, I mean, the home's yours for the night. Michael and I, this is my brother Michael, by the way. And gentleman reaches out to shake your hand, Sicily. Says, "Well, hey, pleasure to meet you. I guess we're going to a hotel in in Marksboro. It's like a 30-minute drive if y'all need groceries, I guess. We're gonna stay out of your way. And then he kind of turns and looks at his sister like, actually, everybody roll me a bright check. If anyone.
I forgot to grab my dice.
Oh no! Not a lot of rolling, but that's 20, baby.
Numbers.
As a
Okay,
natural 20,
bright.
baby.
Whoa!
I got a dirty 0.
I got a 19, but with my +5 to bright, that's a 24.
Nice. I was gonna say, because Evie has a nat 20, but 0 in bright, and I assume, Sicily, you rolled a 5 and minus the 5?
That is accurate. Correct.
Spectacular. Nav, where are you clocking in at?
Is this bright, right?
Mm-hmm.
See?
Okay, so I got 6 total.
Okay.
Oh.
You are too focused on looking cool. Sicily, you are noticing
Looking sober.
Michael's stellar jawline, and that's all you can think about.
Incredible.
Andy and Evie, I think the both of you, by virtue of Evie being a nat 20, Andy, you went above 20 because it is your stat. The two of you both get a read on like hesitation that's not just a nervous shyness. It's not just that Michael's like a shy person who's maybe a little anxious about meeting new people. It is a discomfort, an edge. Something about what's going on has made him decidedly uncomfortable.
Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
And Evie's gonna like saddle up next to him, still arms crossed,
Mm-hmm.
but like definitely now eyeing Michael. Yeah, is there something off about him, or is it just
95% sure, yeah.
not a full
yes.
100?
Just something, yeah. I don't know. Just seems a little off. Doesn't seem right. It's not even like he's nervous. It's like, I don't know. It's a weird vibe. It's giving me weird vibes, you know what I mean?
You don't think this place is like actually haunted, do you?
I was like 12% sure before that
But now his weird vibes,
it was. I was like, it's like a 12%, but now I'm at like a 37. So
It's a while.
still less than a 50-50. But I don't know. Maybe they think it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just a rattly pipe or something. I don't know. We'll find out. It's fine. It's okay. Just don't go too far, please.
Well, y'all have been having the sidebar. Mia's been rattling off things about, like, you're welcome to anything in the kitchen. There's snacks, there's food, blah, 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 blah. You can sleep in any of the beds. All the sheets have been changed. The works. And then she'll kind of pause and get quiet and calm and kind of just gently touch a hand to her brother's shoulder. So our mom just died.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. About a month ago, and I mean, she was older. It was fine. These things happen. It's a thing. I'm the one that invited you here because, I look, it's a beautiful home and I love it. I just don't really. Neither of us have lived here. We both moved out, to the city, better jobs and all that stuff. But I just don't want to give it up. So if we make it an Airbnb, then we can keep it. If we make it a vacation home for people to come stay in, because I told you in the email, our dad died here when we were young. I was about 8. Michael was 12, and it was in the home, and it was just an accident. He always had seizures and stuff, and he just I guess this is important for you to know, so you know where
Yeah.
He passed away in the kitchen. He hit his head on the counter.
She pulls out a heart-shaped notebook and flips a page.
Yeah. So you know, and then of course, I mean, Mom, thank goodness, she died real peaceful, just up in her bed. She'd always wanted to keep the home because, like, you know, it's the last place that it's the last place that any of us were with. And she just kind of like is tearing up and crying. Her brother like pulls her in. And for those of you, Evie and Andy, who had rolled so high on the bright, I think this moment contextualized for you Michael's discomfort and nervousness as he kind of picks up where she left off and says, you know, I don't know that I believe in, but there's things have started happening. They didn't start when Dad passed, which is why we didn't really think it'd be him, but things have started since, you know, like, you know, things moving and stuff. And we thought, but it would be weird for it to be Mom if it's Mom. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's just Dad's was kind of the more, like, I was the only one home, and it was a rough time for all of us, and that's why Mom never wanted to give up this place. And of course, now Mia doesn't want to give it up either, but you know, so she's been trying to get folks out here renovating it. Anyway, this is where we disagree. I would rather just leave it as it is and let it be our family's home, let it rest. But she just, you know, she thinks is the only way we can keep it. So I mean, I guess either way though, we just kind of need to know, you know, if there's a ghost, if you could just make the ghost, if you could help the ghost find where it needs to be, because this isn't, it's either of them. This isn't where it needs to be. Yeah.
Thank you for that information. And I can assure you that our full team of emotionally intelligent, talented individuals will be able to handle this with grace and care like we've done on the dozens of other cases I described to you.
Give me one of those. One example. What's one you told her about?
The 7-Eleven where the La Chupacabra came out from the back, and I was there getting a Slurpee. I wasn't even supposed to be there, but there I was. And I just threw the fluffiest thing I could find at it, which was a roll of paper towels, and it got distracted for a second, and I beat it on the back of the head with the cash register. Change flew everywhere. It was a mess.
I have the footage if you want to circle back to that.
We made the footage.
No, I think we're good. Mia, you said you left a little notebook with some other. You'll forgive us if we don't really like talking about it. But she left you the details and a notebook on the living room, coffee table.
The Wi-Fi as well.
Oh, did we? Mia, did you not tell? There isn't signal up here. I'm surprised if you all have signal on your phones right now.
I looked at Nev. Is he okay?
Nev is in the van. He's back in the van. You just hear stuff clanging.
Nev, you have nothing.
Yeah.
And you're amplified to where in
there
other
is a
remote
dish.
areas, you have your own stuff going on. You got nothing. Maybe a bar flickers in and out. Maybe enough to every once in a while get a Wikipedia page.
Like out the.
Yeah.
You just see an arm come out of the shower vent.
There's an old landline in the kitchen if you need emergency calls. Like, we wouldn't leave you high and dry, but you're gonna have to drive.
What's the number for an emergency here?
Honey, it's the same as it's still 911.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, great. I'm just checking because there's so many new things here, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I've actually already started putting together a little booklet for when we do rent this out. So any of the, and we got a really, really fine pizza joint downtown. Of course, you got to drive back down the mountain a little bit to get to that. But anyway, all that info is in the booklet if you need anything. And then of course we didn't put the story of Dad's passing in that book. Anyway,
it's okay. It's okay.
We're gonna head out unless you need anything.
No, thank you so much. We'll reach out if we need something.
Nev comes storming out of the van.
Oh, my associate will just get us set up inside. Please don't yell at them, she says with her eyes.
He comes up to both of them. He's coughing. And he goes,
This is
"Have
Nev.
either of you ever been to Astoria, Oregon?"
No, can't say I mean, the furthest we've ever gone was Florida to Disney World with Mom.
That sounds lovely.
It was.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, y'all take care. You need anything? My number is also in the booklet. Great. Okay. And they get in their car, throwing rather nervous looks at all of you. But the run of the place is yours. And with that, let me show you where you are.
I'm just gonna immediately turn to
Nervous.
Sicily and be like, a 7-Eleven? Really?
I don't know. I was trying
What?
to think of things where people wouldn't ask questions. Everyone knows what a 7-Eleven looks like.
What other stories have you made up that we've done?
I don't know. There was the pirate ship
Supposedly.
one.
The what?
Whale watching cruise got taken over by a pirate, Captain Ghost. It's obvious,
I told
right?
you that dream in confidence.
I
Yeah, I
CC'd
didn't say
this
it was
to
a
everyone,
hot
by the
pirate
way, guys.
captain. Okay, your secret is safe. Oh, sorry.
You are all on the steps of a very old but beautiful home, which I am gonna zoom in on. But of course,
Enhance.
you don't, yeah, enhance. You don't get to see the whole home just yet. Gotta explore. House is yours. I would like everybody to make a choice on where you go first in the home.
I march straight towards what I assume is the kitchen, which to my brain would be like straight ahead. Personally.
Oh, baller instincts, my friend. Excellent. 10 out of 10. Sorry. Shapes of homes. Wow, the home has a shape.
Okay, I can look at the shape.
Yeah, you are allowed to look at the shape. We'll
Alright.
take Sicily straight to the kitchen.
Got it in one.
We'll let you make some choices there in just a second.
Yep.
Who next? What would you like to do next?
I'm gonna look at Nev. Yo, if you go to the top floor, bet you can get some signal.
I do have a landline. I could probably hook up to a dish. They might also have a library, so I don't know. I'm torn. I'm really torn. Where do you want to go?
Alright. I'll race you.
Look, you say this and he sprints.
Amazing. The two of you run up the stairway, and you arrive at a lovely landing. You have a little probably difficult to see here, but there is a door. You can see my cursor, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah. There's a door here, and then down the hallway, a third door. Oh, there's also a door right here-ish. So you got 4 door options.
Okay.
Want to pick a door?
I'll just go to the first door.
This one?
Sure.
Okay. You enter into the front bedroom, which seems to be covered in beautiful pastels, pinks, magentas. This is clearly, formerly, a young girl's room.
Pastels.
Evie, where are you going?
I'll go door number 2.
I bet you can't guess what you're gonna find.
Oh no. I'm scared now.
A bathroom.
It's a room all in blue! It is a young man's room. There are sports trophies everywhere. A bed with a blue bedspread, faded band posters, you know, the works. All right, last but certainly not least, Andy. You follow.
Andy's just gonna see like the two of them just like run off and is just like, and it's just gonna kind of make that conscious decision of like, I should not go anywhere alone. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna follow after Sicily into the kitchen.
Very good. So being our boldest and the first to claim her territory, Sicily, what would you like to do in the kitchen?
Okay, now that we're all where is everyone? Andy, did you see where they went?
I'm here. I thought you shouldn't go by yourself, so I'm
Yeah,
here
none
to...
of us should go by ourselves. There's gonna be ghosts. It's fine. We'll make a whole rule book.
Yeah,
when
I
we're
just,
a
I just thought,
company.
you know, you might want to not go by yourself, so I thought I'd
Thank you.
come
It's
here
very
to...
smart.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the note. She said she left the note in there, right?
Nope, she definitely said she left it on the living room coffee table.
She said she left the note on the kitchen table, so I look for a note. That's what she heard.
Great. Go ahead and roll me a bright check.
Oh, baby. Oh, okay. An 11.
An 11, not bad. You
Yes.
realize there are potted flowers and that you remembered the wrong location.
So stupid. Oh, the dad died here. Well, so they said.
Right.
I look at Andy. I put a hand on his shoulder. It's gonna be okay, buddy.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
It was a long time ago. This was not the recent one. That's upstairs.
Got it. Yeah. Speaking of which, that's where the others went.
Yeah. They made their choice.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Fine. They're together, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
That's...
do my best to sense energy in the room.
Okay. Roll another bright check.
A -3.
Oh my god. Oh no.
So you feel just hot, like they didn't turn the AC on. It's starting to get a little sweaty and moist in here. That the vibe is warm.
Okay. Okay, it's hot. But it's a hot season, so
Yeah.
So a couple of things you can see in this room. There is a large door, presumably to a backyard right over here. There are, I say presumably, because there's giant windows that you can, even with your brightness, see through. There is a door directly behind you. Well, you're kind of in between. There's two doors. There's one door here and one door here, which you would presume go to other rooms in the house. Since you're here, Andy, what would you like to do?
Can I potentially make a bright check to see if I can remember what we were told about the note?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's a 14.
Yeah, you know it's in the living room on the coffee table. You remember that exactly.
Yeah.
I'll even give you the instinctual guess that the living room is probably the door you're closest to.
I'll just be like, you were looking for the note, right?
yes.
That was the living room.
This is why we need you. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's
Congrats on
yeah.
the new queen. Or king, whatever it is. I don't know.
What? Anyway,
England.
just awkwardly, just like very shyly, just like adjusts his glasses, and we'll go over to the door and we'll just
Go on in.
try it to see if it opens.
Oh yeah, it's not locked. So you enter into a living room. Everything in this home is old wood and decor, and you find the living room to be particularly dated. Green carpets, green chairs. The only thing new about this room is the TV, which on the map has a slight glow emanating from it, just so you know, it's a TV. There's a bookshelf, a piano, a chaise lounge. This is definitely kind of an old school, like living room, sitting room conversion, with the attempt to make it much more homey. And you do see on the table, as promised, a notebook.
Okay. I'll just kind of call back and be like, found it. It's in here. And I'll just
You pick it up. No, sorry. I didn't mean to make that.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I do assume you
Hold
went
on.
to the notebook, yes?
Yes.
That's what we're gonna call
yeah.
our first significant moment. This will require.
Oh no!
Right.
Okay.
It's plot moving, okay? You have the notebook with the story elements. It's not that bad. It is gonna require
Right.
powerful. That's gonna be a hold on Andy for now.
Right.
Upstairs, we've got 2 folks in bedrooms. Nev,
Separate.
yeah, separate. Nev, what are you doing? Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what you're doing. You came to get signal on your phone, correct?
Also to look, but it is, yeah, I'm maybe a bit intoxicated, who knows why, but just sort of like I feel naked without my phone, so, but I'm also interested in taking photos.
Which I noticed you had done outside. So as you pull out your phone in this bedroom, I'm not gonna have you roll anything for now, but you are gonna open your camera app and your gallery, and that's gonna be our second tower pull. And that's a wrap on Nev for now. That's what you get for making strong character choices.
So scared.
You're fine, everything's fine. Evie, you're in a boy's bedroom. What are you doing?
I'm gonna look at all the trophies and stuff.
Great. In what sense are you looking at them? Like,
Just seeing like what different sports, what year everything was, how much dust is on them.
make me do math. Years would have been the 90s. They seem to be predominantly youth. There's nothing that says like high school. They all seem to like precede that, and they are all, without exception, baseball trophies. Some of them are like participation in Little League, and you know, there's a couple like first prize in the tournament, whatever that's called, Grand Slam champs, you know, that kind of a thing. Roll another bright check for me. Your strengths will come later. Right now, it's all observation.
That's a solid 5.
Awesome. They are all baseball trophies. And you probably know more about baseball than I do. Evie, I don't necessarily know about Kai, but you would know that they mean sport things. And that's great.
Cool. Is there like a photo album or anything like that?
There are on the wall behind there's like a desk. So on the wall behind the desk there are photos and photo frames. So you can go over to investigate those and take a look at them, and that's gonna be your tower pull. Last but certainly not least, our bold girl in the kitchen. Other than trying to get a vibe check, which didn't go so hot for you.
Classic.
What
Except
would
it
you like
did,
to do?
because all I felt was the heat. Can I look out into the backyard? Because I didn't know there was going to be a yard here.
Yes, absolutely. It is still dwindling. We'll take you to this little window that's over behind the tables there. Dwindling sunset, you know, there's enough light, and plus the house has a couple of lights shining off into the darkness, and you can see there the backyard. Not only the backyard, but there is actually a deck, a small deck, bereft of any furniture, but a wooden deck that leads down to a kind of green area, and then it's nothing but trees and woods and the looming darkness beyond.
Can I check out the deck?
You sure can. You walk outside. The back door is locked, but like a deadbolt that you can undo as you go out. It's weathered deck. Looks like it hasn't been like power washed or stained in any time recent. While you're out here, is there anything in particular you'd like to look at?
Is there like a cute view, or can you see like the neighbors? Are there any neighbors?
There are no neighbors nowhere that you can see. It is nothing but woods.
Does it look like this deck was used for anything besides, like, walking downstairs?
Roll a bright check.
Oh no, not this. Nothing but this. How about a 3?
It's a deck.
I love decks.
I bet you do. Good
Does it
old
look like
wooden decks.
does it look like the plants have been kept up? Like their mom was here till recently.
I don't know that with your brightness you could necessarily deduce how recently the plants had been trimmed. But there are there are the bushes surrounding the porch seem to be decorative in nature. It's not like they just wild grew here next to the deck. And there definitely is.
To the left here, is there a window into the next room or no?
There is.
From the outside.
Yeah. Well spotted. If you want, you can look in. It's gonna be kind of dark, but I think with the fading sunset, you'd be able to see like that's a bathroom.
Nice.
So like,
we love it too.
I guess you probably wouldn't be able to see that it's a bathroom. It'd be fogged glass for privacy reasons, but you know, it's not like you look in and see a dark shed.
Unless it's a scary bathroom, and then it's not fogged.
As my light flicker.
Can I go into the kitchen and check the fridge?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the fridge. It's the closest approximation this map maker had. You open the fridge. It's got food. It's got a not finished case of beer, 12-pack. It's only got like 9. As promised, there's like frozen pizzas in the freezer that you guys are welcome to help yourselves to. Sodas.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice of them.
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna go into where Andy is.
Great. Entering this room. Are you gonna go specifically to him with the notebook? Great. Then we will make that your pull as well. And we'll see if you deduce anything different from the book than he does.
Sounds good.
With that, we'll bring this session 0 to a hold. You all are in, almost all of you, in different rooms of the house. There is, I don't know about you, for you all the players, but for you the characters, have you ever been to the woods in the South? As the sun goes down, the volume increases. In a lot of places, the woods become quieter. In areas like North Carolina and Georgia, the woods become alive at night. You know, it's the low, you know, the frogs and the of the insects. It is the time of year in North Carolina, though, where there's a particular kind of bug that infests the trees, and one might say the trees scream at night. And that's where we'll hold it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.